essentials of a valid contract. So it's like a biryani, bro. So if you need to make a biryani, what are all the essentials that you require, right? There are certain essentials that you should get or that should you specifically should have, and there are certain essentials that you are implied to have, right or wrong? What are the
Yes,
certain
sir.
essential? What are the certain essentials that are implied to like that are specific to have for a biryani? All both of you eat non-veg.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so let's take chicken biryani. Right. What are the specific ingredients for chicken biryani? Specific ingredients only for chicken biryani.
Rice.
Rice, chicken, all the masalas,
Yes,
all the
masalas.
masalas, and the vessel. Right. So
Yes.
these are the four specific things you need to make a chicken biryani. What are the implied things that are needed for a biryani? That it is implied, bro. Without this, how will you make biryani? Gas stove,
Yes.
gas, the utensils. Without this, should I tell you this also to make biryani?
No.
Right. Those are so there are certain essentials which are implied and there are certain essentials which are specifically expressed out. Okay, get me 2 kgs of rice, get me this, get me 2 kgs of chicken, get me all the masalas. I don't know the masalas, all the masalas, and get me we also have to know the process of making that biryani. No, when you should what you should start with, what you should add next, what you should do next, what you should do parallelly, and then when you should mix all together, when you should what is the last step, what is the middle step, what is the eighth step, right? So the whole process is also part of the ingredient essential part. No, how do you do the whole biryani? So there are certain specific essentials which are expressed, and there are certain specific essentials which are not expressed. So that's implied. So the same way, a valid contract is also like a proper valid biryani. To make a biryani, like we all need all the ingredients, for a valid contract also, we need so many certain essentials, right? So there are 11 essentials. Five of them are implied. That means you need not tell that these five should be there, and six of them are expressed in the contract itself. Like when you see the law of contract, you see the essentials of valid contract. Those essentials which are there in the contract act expressed are agreement, free consent, competency of the parties, lawful consideration, legal object, and not expressly declared to be void. Bro, can you see the downstairs the definition of a
yes, sir.
contract?
Yes.
Yeah,
See, all agreements are contracts if they are made by the free consent of the parties competent to contract for a lawful consideration and with a lawful object and are not expressly declared void. So this is the definition in the terms of Indian Contract Act. So if you want to express contract, what is a contract under the terminology of Indian Contract Act, this is what you have to be telling, bro. In terms of Indian Contract Act, Section 10, an agreement is and all agreements are contracts if they are made by the free consent of the parties, competent to contract for a lawful consideration and a lawful object, and are not necessarily declared void. So, don't you think all of these terms together form the definition? So,
yes,
all you
sir.
have to remember is these six terms, no? To
Yes, sir.
properly define term, define contract and the terminology of Indian Contract Act. So what are the six terms? Agreement.
Agreement.
First thing, it has to start with agreement, right? Promises for each other. And the second
Yes,
thing, this promises has to be made. Oh, this agreement can only turn into contract if this promises are made under free consent, right?
yes,
And
sir.
free consent of the parties. And these parties should be competent to contract.
Yes, sir.
Right. So first there has to be an agreement, and this agreement has to be made by free consent of the parties, not under any pressure or misrepresentation of fraud. Only then it will become a valid contract, right? So all agreements can turn into a valid contract if they are made by first thing, free consent of the parties. Second thing, the party should be competent to contract. Right? Competent means eligible,
Yeah,
right? They should be competent to contract and they should be contracting for a lawful consideration and a legal object. right? The object is what that is being exchanged here, and consideration is what you're getting in return, right? My whatever I'm promising you is your consideration. Whatever you're promising is my consideration, right? But there's one part where money goes. So money is lawful consideration, and whatever object you're getting is the object. So it should be a lawful consideration. It also should be a legal object, right? And then the last thing of the term says this transaction should not be declared void already. That means if the law is only telling, right, these kind of agreements cannot become a contract, you can't make it a contract. How much ever you have an agreement, it is with free consent, you have lawful consideration and lawful object, and you are competent to party. But if it is expressly declared as void already, that agreement can't turn into a contract. As simple as that. You can still do that work because you both are fine with this. But to raise a legal obligation on each other, that is not possible. Got it? So what is the definition of the contract under Indian Contract Act terms? And all agreements are contracts if they are made by the free consent of the parties competent to contract for a lawful consideration and a legal object and not expressly declared void. All 6 terms are there?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you just tell me one by one? First, DK, Avinash, anyone is fine. DK, first let's just tell me the 6 terms, that's it. And then tell me using the 6 terms and tell me the definition. Yeah, Avinash, start.
A contract.
Contract. Yeah, what are the essential elements of contract?
Agreement.
First one, yeah, agreement.
Agreement.
First agreement should be there.
Party should be in free consent.
Yes, party should be in free consent.
And there will be a competency of the parties.
The party should be competent, okay.
It should be lawful consideration.
It should be for lawful consideration.
And it has legal object.
Yeah. These two can become the same point. It should be for lawful consideration and a lawful object.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it should not be expressly declared to be void.
Yes, exactly. So remember these 6 terms individually, bro. Don't attach anything to them. Just remember agreement, free consent, the party should be competent, lawful consideration and
lawful object.
And then not expressly declared void. So all these can come into 5 only, because when we are considering lawful consideration and lawful object in the same point, all these 5, so these are the 5 expressed essentials in the contract. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now you Tilda. First, we move on.
Agreement, free consent, competency of the parties, lawful consideration, lawful object, not expressly declared to be void.
Lovely. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're writing the answer, right, before writing any answer, you have to tell the law. Right? You have to tell the law. And believe me, if you can reciprocate the same terms in your exam, that examiner is just mind blown by your understanding. Right? It's not big deal. Is it rocket science? But just by before, we were assuming a fact that we cannot reciprocate the same definition anywhere. But it's just, once we just break down the thing, it's just those 5 terms or 6 terms. All we have to remember. And that is the most important part of the whole chapter. In every answer you write, you'll have to define what is a contract. Because, sir, this is a contract, and in this case, this does not happen. That's why it is not a valid contract. As simple as that. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And there are essentials which are not given in section 10, but are also considered essentials. Those which are implied to be important. 2 parties. Without 2 parties, how will you fucking work? How will your contract come into place?
Yes, sir.
Right. Intention to create a legal relationship. Darling, the only reason we are coming into a contract is because I don't trust you or I don't know you. And if you don't do the action, I will stay at a loss, right? So that is the whole reason I have an intention to come into a contract to give rise to a legal obligation on your part.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So first thing, there is an intention to create a legal relationship. That's why this agreement is converting into a contract. If you are my brother, would I turn into a contract?
No.
No, right? Even in buying and selling of car also, only because the car has to turn in from your name to my name, we will do the registration. That is a contract. No, I'm selling you this for this. The owner is now this. The registration does tell the owner of this car is now this guy, for whatever person may be. But if you are my own brother, will I do that also? No, my bike and my car are under my name of my brother only. Right? So it's not necessarily that it has to come under my name. So when he gives
Yeah.
me that bike or he gives me that car, what will I transfer the whole thing? I'll just keep on using. If police asks, so what will you tell? It's my brother only. No? Right? So it's fine. So all they want to know is you did not rob or steal the car. That's why it's the registration for. So two parties and intention to create legal relationship. And the third thing is fulfillment of legal formalities. Duh. It is implied sense, common sense that if the car has to be, if not for your brother, you're selling it to someone else. If you're selling a car to someone else and there is some legal formalities to sell that car, like you have to transfer the registration, transfer all that thing, there are some legal formalities you have to follow. You can't not follow it. Right? If there are some legal formalities for this procedure, you have to follow them. As simple as that. And if you don't follow them, sorry, sir, this is not a valid contract. As simple as that. And if this is not a valid contract, you can't take it to the court of law for justice. Anything wrong happens, no?
Yes, sir.
You can't go to the court of law.
Yes,
And
sir.
then there is certainty of meaning. Whatever we are doing a transaction, no, and give me 2 lakhs, give me a car. Take this 10 rupees, give me sugar. Take this 50 rupees, give me dal. Right? Any contract has to be certain. What do you want? What am I getting from it?
Yeah.
Right? I give you anything, you give me something is not a certainty. It's not certain. No. What will give you anything? What will give me something? Right? Certainty is clear, definite. What is what is your consideration? What is my consideration? That is simple. You cannot just enter into a contract. I'll give something to Deepak and Deepak will give something to me. In that is the case, why do you have to prepare a contract? Right? You just agreed with each other. No, do that.
Yeah.
If at all you want to enter into a contract, you have to be certain. How much are you giving? What are you getting? As simple as that. No one should tell you this. It is minimum essential. Got it? And then the last thing is possibility of performance. Come on, don't put a condition. See, at least you should not be in a position to put in the terms of condition that it should, like, you should not take any task or object which is not possible to perform. As simple as this, waste of time for you, for me, the whole registration process also. Because every contract has to be registered, no?
Yes, sir.
Why do we need to enter into a contract for moving the mountain? Waste, no?
Yeah.
So these are the other 5 essentials of contract, which are not expressed. It's just not expressed because it is assumed to be implied. Got it? And
Yes, sir.
These 5 things are not expressed, but very, very essential. Without these also, an agreement cannot turn into a contract.
Contract.
Even these 16 items are there, and any of these 11 items are not there, darling. Please, this is not a contract. Go. Don't waste my time. That's what judge will say. Got it? Lovely.